Backpage right on the very program. All right, I have with me Lucy, my partner, and Fundisi to run us through to the top of the hour. So let me start by reading some of the comments that you're sending through. Please let them come through, and then we'll be able to read them. And then I can also accept calls for starters. All right,
Yes, for
we need
starters.
calls.
Yes.
We need calls. You can call us now on 0960 200 490. That is 0960 200 490. At a push of a button, you definitely be through to this particular radio station. All right, and then okay, this one says Lorenzo, give my number to Amuzo. Thanks and good program, Reverend Charles Ngoma.
Man of God, we will get the number. Thank you very much for getting in touch.
Okay, all right, and here we go with our first caller. You're through to the program.
Good morning, Lorenzo.
Good afternoon. Your name, please, and where you're calling from.
It's afternoon already. The weather.
Kwazizira, man.
Vamwape musu kwazizira. Okay, yes. Kwazizira naona. Please go ahead, my brother.
Putting the panelists there to have this concept.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we are rolling to hear the Congolese accent, and now we are glad that it's back on set. Okay, let's see what I think.
Okay,
Well, I just want to add a few sentiments on what has been said concerning the Zambian clubs and the way things are at power dynamos, which is not a good thing to anticipate happening.
Mhm.
But that's the reality we have at hand. So moving forward, like the chief executive officer did say for Power Dynamos, we really need a concerted effort. It's a call to every one of us who has the love for football, and the key stakeholders who are key controlling officers in the happenings of trade and all sorts of things in the country to come together and really see the way forward on how they can help to improve and make sports an attractive venture to all these companies which might want to invest rather than leaving it out there as an entertainment. Sport has now evolved from being an entertainment into a real business making venture. So moving forward, I would want really to see an India counterpart, of course, as soon as they can and as soon as the pandemic season, so that maybe people, brains from the business world, the football fraternity, and the tax controlling officers can have a sit-down meeting and just ponder upon issues, because these issues also affect the key livelihood of those few people, the players that is, because they use the same football to feed their families and to make ends meet. So it's not only Power Dynamos which is going to be affected, it's each and every member of that club, each and every player who benefits from playing for Power Dynamos and their families there. So it's really something which needs to be looked at as an issue which concerns all and not only football clubs going forward. And just a quick touch on the international scene where we are going. It's good to have football back and the levels of fitness. It was amazing to see how players could miss sitters yesterday. Last night, seeing playing Valencia, Getafe, and the game against Sevilla versus
Real Betis.
Yeah, that was another game where you could see players really missing sitters, and but some others were standing out. You could see how they were performing, and you could tell, okay, these guys are doing a much better job. Otherwise, it's good learning from you and hearing from you. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you. That's Mr. Valiant.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Valiant, for coming through.
Thank you so much, Lorenzo. Thank you.
All right. Cheers. Okay. All right. 0960 200 490. One or two more. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we make progress. We can't wait for the Premier League with one departing Liverpool fan bracing herself. I don't know where she's going. I'm not a prophet. I really do not know.
She cannot stomach the idea
Stretching,
of celebrating a
stretching.
league title win in a
Yeah,
comeback.
She wants to live on a high.
Yes.
They say leave the stage when people are
People are still
clapping.
clapping.
Yes.
But can
After
you imagine,
winning the league, and then she walks.
when the when you celebrate Mkapa.
It's all right.
At number 10.
Number 1 in the Premier League, the number 1 top flight for 30 years. And Admalusi Baleyimba, why you
I'm not sure anyone. Ask any Liverpool fan if they even care the slightest about that.
So where are you going to celebrate?
It's not about where to celebrate, but there's another trophy in the what? Hello. When we come and win it, mushe next season. Nishitalingana na wandani.
Very good. So this one. But I feel very sorry. Munawak has come here. And this won't please the big man. Uncle Sam Kasanga, only be pleased, young man.
They've won it better than anyone has ever won it.
Anyway, listeners, what my beloved guy, I love him a lot. What my beloved young man is saying is this: that this particular season, firstly, the EPA obviously starts without fans.
Yes.
Kicking off with Arsenal versus Manchester, Manchester City versus Arsenal on Wednesday. There's also another game.
Yeah, Villa versus Sheffield United.
Yeah, which is pretty small, but obviously because there's a Dean Anderson there from Manchester United, maybe but what will happen is this: that Bakawina Liverpool, we know was out in a challenge. League tied for the first time. Win Premier League. Then for the first time, top flight in 30 years. The fans are not allowed, including the mayor, because corona, hugging each other and so on. But they have been told that you can only celebrate in Kappa. My initially cup, you have been moving now. So I don't know whether they are winning a real trophy or winning a cup for them to go and celebrate in car park. But this is in respect of the restrictions amidst the coronavirus. So Liverpool fans, sorry.
No need to say sorry. Okay. Actually, we are very happy. Whether in car park or wherever social distance celebration we will celebrate.
It will still count.
Yeah, but what is important really is that the teams are ready.
Yes.
The tests have been done. The final testing of the players was also done last week, and they unanimously agreed to resume. But obviously there will be a lot of restrictions. The friendlies that we spoke about earlier on, where Manchester United won on aggregate and Arsenal were beaten, by Brentford, and Liverpool battered, Blackburn by 6-0, 6 different scorers. There are special restrictions now. But football is a contact sport. But first and so on. So takuli player mu Bundesliga akisinga munangwe then akisinga munangwe after English bowler, then politician around that is to be punished. But then of course there's been also this Black Lives Matter movement following the death of George Floyd. Like I said in motivation, there are things that happen for the George family that happen for a reason. It's a loss. But out of that, people are beginning to look at the injustices that Africans and Black people suffer, and of other races, all over the world, particularly in Europe and the United States of America. And as a result of that, we probably will be treated to something different on Wednesday when we watch the players. At the back of their jerseys, there won't be, their names. There will be Black Lives Matter. As a result of the loss of that one gentleman, the 46-year-old George Floyd. So, it happened for a reason. Unfortunate for the family. But out of it, issues that affect the Blacks now are coming to the fore. And it's changing the way, everybody looks at
enough is enough.
Enough is enough indeed.
Absolutely. All right. I have Mutale Tuka watching from Australia. Thank you, Mutale. Emmanuel Kakoma watching from Lunte District. Wow. Thank you very much in Lunte there.
Lovely.
Ruben White English watching from Solwezi. Thank you very much. Miriam Mubanga. Good morning and watching you as well as listening in. Thank you, Miriam. Then Josephine Chileshe watching from Chilanga. Then Alan Finidi Ngosa watching from Kitwe. Then Rex and Kafweta, good afternoon once again, watching and enjoying the program.
Thank you very much.
Teresa Zulu watching. We thank you, Teresa. Brian Wika says watching from Luano District.
Wow.
And good afternoon, panelists.
Thank you very much.
Looking good. Where have you been hiding? I liked your dress, man. As for me, Team Lorenzo. As for me, the Team Lorenzo supports Brian from Luano. This should be in the Valley, Luano Valley.
Yeah, brilliant valley there. You know.
I mean, I've always been Lorenzo. I won't say. I mean, goes without saying.
Even Lucy disputes. Anyway, for the integrity of the presenter, we'll keep it that way. But inside our hearts,
we know.
I see. All right, let's get this call. Then Lucy will run us through fixtures for the Premier League. All right, you are through to Backpage. Good afternoon. Is that Elder? Elder Mchunga. Yes, please. Yeah. Okay.
I'm a corona. Yale chepana in studio. You remember kwali nshita? Mkwai. Ati was Lorenzo. Na totela mkwai na tuwela. Mkwai. Studio ila chepali molimo. So space. Meter distance.
To meter distance.
Amen.
Amen.
Praise the Lord.
Bakula fanta mo prayer number so that corona iraingira na ku studio ya chepa ili ni mafundisi fanta mo prayer first
Fanta mo pepo waitira na anointing.
Please go ahead, Elder. Okay. Nice one.
To Atasha in advance.
But Chelsea.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Elder. All right. Okay. And then we've been joined by the Harrison Ford of the Zambian film industry. That's
Latecomers, don't need to be introduced.
We have been seeing you in Impala, headmaster. Harrison Ford.
The Harrison Ford of Zambia.
Of the Zambian film industry.
A new export to Hollywood.
Unfortunately, I've looked at your records, and I'm sorry to inform you, madam, that we cannot give you the job as head, even as I retire.
How did I miss that?
Yeah, so he has retired. But then we're very proud of him.
Yes,
Very proud. You see, tumankara nao bashusha abantu.
No, in fact, I'm coming from there's a new project that we are trying to do. You call it a project, and it's in its infancy. So yeah, we are just coming together, trying to put up one or two things. Yeah. So, but we begin shooting in mid-July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy for you.
What's the working title, Chair?
Well, we'll leave it for now. Yeah.
Even security guard.
Even as I'm coming, we're signing the confidentiality.
Non-disclosure. Which is very important in the industry.
So otherwise, let's wait and see.
No, we're happy. We're glad that you managed to be on Backpage.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me get one more call, and then Lucy runs us through fixtures, and then Chair will pick it up with Man City Arsenal. All right, okay. So here we go with our next caller. You're through to Backpage. Mungachoseko volume kuchirimba. Okay, chawama. Mungatiuze zina. I want Zambia One Nation. Muri bwino. Tiri bwino wa Zambia One Nation. Uyo azikambire kamwana oyo.
Ambuye nizita Ambuye wa malume.
Nia Mr. One Zambia One Nation.
Mr. One Zambia One Nation. Ziko mkwambiri.
Mumposha mukazi Lucy.
With an emphasis.
Zikomo.
Okay. Yamikira.
Only one kind of but manje power yaona pesa chisomo mulimwe awanza Zambia one nation.
Wow. Okay.
Zikomo. Zikomo awan Zambia one nation.
Wow.
Tadzuka, mwadzuka bwanje.
Zikomo awan Zambia one nation.
Hey.
Atupakira tumazi tusambe kumanza. Zikomo one Zambia one nation. Ati zakwembekezana one Zambia one nation. Zikomo. Zikomo. Okay. All right, that's Mr. One Zambia One Nation.
And chondodetsa kwambiri ni chakuti akamba kuti ndi afani wa Power Dynamos.
Ndafana
ankana. Tuziwa kuti achairman ni afani wa Power Dynamos. Naine kale nali wa Power Dynamos. Koma vantu vali wogwirizana
masiku apita
mavuto vantu vamankhala wogwirizana. Muchivemba timati umuntu ngalira mutule kufire kwa baba kumwanka. Abambo One Zambia One Nation akamba kuti vuto la Power Dynamos ni vuto lao chifukwa ni Zambia One Nation. Ideally since ni wankana angamba ati mavuto ya Power Dynamos ndiye chisangalalo chao. But you have seen that here is a fan who is wishing Power Dynamos well despite that bitter rivalry with Nkana Football Club. And that's the way it should be. You can differ on principle, but never go for the person.
Absolutely. Very true. That's a lesson learned for those that are listening in and those that are actually calling and contributing. Fixtures. Let's start with the Premier League fixtures.
So, gentlemen, the EPL starts on Wednesday, the 17th of June, that is, and the first game will be played by Aston Villa versus Sheffield United. On the very day, we'll have Manchester City playing Arsenal. Then on Friday, 19th June, we'll have Norwich playing Southampton. And on the same day, we'll have Tottenham versus Manchester United. That's
on a game.
Yes, on
On a
Friday.
Friday.
Yes, I don't know if you
We'll
want
see
me
if
to
some
go
teams will
through
keep posting
to
wins.
Saturday.
They've been posting in the
Yes,
in
and I
friendly
know the
games.
Man U people are in the bill.
Saturday will be back, so there's no need to go.
Yes.
For Saturday because we'll be
Yes,
back.
we'll be back,
Precisely.
yes.
Yeah.
I think we need to talk a game between Manchester City versus Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Yeah, because you all remember that this is a delayed game. It should have been played before the crisis, but owing to the crisis, it had to be deferred. And when you look at it on current form, Manchester City does sit second. Then whereas Arsenal is it sixth or seventh? Ninth is thereabout. So they would want to pick up points so that they can be able to get crushed into the Champions League, the top four, and that puts it a dicey game where each of the two teams would want to win. Now, when you look at Manchester City, also their position is somewhat, people would want to go there. There's a there are a few teams, Leicester City, who are sitting third. There's Chelsea fourth. Fifth is Manchester United. They would also want to get crushed into the top, into the second position. So that's why I'm saying it makes it a little bit tougher for Manchester City as well. I'm happy when you look at Arsenal. You talk of Aubameyang. There's been a lot of talk that you'd want to leave Arsenal and settle for greener pastures in Spain, but the powers that be have indicated that he's not going anywhere. If anything, he's a product of Arsenal. So also, you would want to prove a point and be able to, score against Manchester City. I mean, which player doesn't want to score against Manchester City? They would want to prove a point, and that's how it makes it a more dicey game.
Okay, this message reads: Good morning, Lorenzo. It's now afternoon, and the panel, and the only Jew among the Gentiles, and Lucy.
Good afternoon.
And then the text goes on. I've been a regular to Backpage since 2012. I like the program so much, and moreover, Wamuzo has always been my inspiration.
Thank you.
Texting for the first time.
Wow.
Continue doing the good job. Wamuzo, powerful motivation. I'm really encouraged. God bless you all. Marian from Matero.
Wow.
Cover Warriors and Chelsea supporter.
Oh, blue, huh?
Yes, a blue.
Wow.
Marian. Thank you very much, Marian. 2012, 8 years now.
It's a long time, isn't it?
Time.
Wow. We do appreciate you, and just sending in a message for the first time, it just makes our hearts very glad indeed.
Absolutely.
I've also got a text from Mr. Agahoa.
Okay.
Oh, Agahoa.
Yes.
He managed to get your number.
Yes. He says, hope you're fine. Greet the panelists for me.
Thank you.
Tell them Mr. Agahoa is greeting them. Wednesday, we are beating Arsenal, and Spurs will beat Man United. Please tell them.
So the question is, let him also answer us. When did we start supporting Manchester City?
Agoa has always been Manchester City.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, let him tell us.
That's why sometimes
When
he
he
says
started.
sometimes he
Let him
says
tell us
he says he's Ingarume. Everybody in Zingarume is supporting Manchester
But
City.
let him tell us when.
When he started.
Because we lalabatikwa isandalama petrodollar.
Petrodollar.
Manchester City kali timu kanono sana.
Yeah.
Timu ya kulanda. Baisa na chongo. Sir Alex Chasalanda. Noise neighbors. So tunapofungwa wa Agahoa.
When he started.
When he started, Mkombe ya Agahoa. Please let us know through Mapal when you started supporting Manchester City.
Okay.
Or was it at a time when Lorenzo was running away from Arsenal and going to Madrid?
Never been Arsenal.
We gave you the ticket here. We dispatched you off to Madrid here on this show.
Never been Arsenal. What are you talking about? All right, Nigel Kalonde says, watching from Kalumbila. Thank you very much, Nigel.
Wow.
Kangalu David says, glued and watching you from Ndola. William Shipilo says, enjoying the show from Solwezi.
Wow.
Now Alindunda says, watching from Kwahaye. Ego in the house.
Now.
Yeah, absolutely. Then George Makalipeni Banda says, good afternoon and enjoying the program from Mufulira. And then I have Makasa Kauma watching from Kaunda Square.
By the way, what's happening?
Maybe they can bring us up to speed, right?
Absolutely. Social media.
What is happening there? All right, then Patsa Lungu watching from Livingston, Livingi.
Wow.
All right. Rex and Kafueda says, is that one who has just entered the chair? Yes, he's now set. All right. Then Johannes Nyurongo says, good afternoon, Wamuzo. I like that suit which you're putting on. And good afternoon to the panel. How are you all? It's good you're back. Johannes Nyurongo watching live in Mutendere. All right. Frederick says, we'll talk about Patson Dak and Mwepu, he says. So after running through fixtures in La Liga, we'll talk about those two gentlemen, sons of the soil. Winford Mupaka, the guru is in the studio. Welcome back, Boss Muzo, says Winford. And then Chibamba Bwalia says joining the show from Kapiri. Wow. Where's the best Muhone says Muzo na my friendly quality aggregate show. Please talk about Chelsea transfer. All right.
What's the surname of that Emmanuel?
Muhone, yes. And then
so 6-1, huh?
4-3.
4-3 on aggregate.
First game 2-1. Manchester United lost. Okay. We must emphasize Pogba and Bruno Fernandes starting for the first time together. But the back four and the goalkeeper was safe. So when they played the second game, they put the Tait Chong's Navena Idiani Higalo. He has extended his contract Manchester United up to January. He played in that second game. Then they had the first choice defense now. Harry Maguire, Wan Bissaka, Luke Shaw, Lindelof, and David De Gea. Then they won by 3-1. So that's why we're talking about aggregate.
All right. Then Dave says finally, Lorenzo, Chelsea, Liverpool, Timo Werner have agreed that today is Saturday.
Okay, maybe we can just put for the sake of the listeners. Timo Werner is at is in Germany and is wanted by Chelsea, and there's been that wait for the confirmation of the deal. He certainly is coming. Red Bull is it? Leipzig. Red Bull Leipzig in Germany. And so people are waiting for the confirmation of the deal. So now he is like joking about it to say that finally they have agreed instead of the deal, but that today is Saturday.
Very funny.
It's like breaking news. Instead of announcing that the deal has been agreed, that they have finally agreed that today is Saturday. And by the way, talking about Patson Daka to Zapwira, there's been talk at Red Bull Leipzig that if Werner does move as expected to Chelsea, the possible replacement could be Patson Daka, who is now the first Zambian to score more than 21 goals in one European League season. The last one was Odense's Mwape Jagamiti of Power Dynamos, who moved, to Mwape Jagamiti from Power Dynamos to Odense in Denmark. He had scored about 19-20 goals, but Patson Daka, when scoring in midweek, he had scored 19. Now Patson Daka is 21. So he's the first Zambian in a major European league to score more than 21 goals in a season. Absolutely. We must emphasize that. So
that's the rest fantastic.
They are coming up.
They're definitely coming up.
We've always spoken in positive about Patson. Given the discipline that he has, together with his boyhood friend Enoch Mwepu, I think the boys will go very far. They could be heading to major leagues in Europe anytime soon, and it would be great, as Zambians to support them, because in years to come, Patson and Mwepu should be the pillar of the Zambian national team. With the consistency that they're showing at Sosbeg, I believe that to be able to give them a good stand in the Zambian national team.
Absolutely. And you remember, Lorenzo, one time we traveled to Kafue to watch Kafue Celtic.
Yes, at Kosa
Stadium, because I'd been part of the Kafue Celtic executive when these two boys were coming up. And Likawan, we must congratulate him, the proprietor of Kafue.
The Russian mafia.
Precisely, because he has a lot of discipline, and these boys have been, groomed in that sort of discipline. And like Chair has said, they're going to be carrying this Zambian flag a lot more higher than probably some other players in the past. For example, 2 weeks ago or so, Clifford Mlenga was coming out and confessing.
That's a good confession.
Absolutely.
And very few would do that.
So it's a warning sign. I
think his biggest regret is not to wear the AFCON, Medo.
Medo.
You remember he was part of the team.
Yeah,
you couldn't know. He was chased,
Puma, and you were there.
Yeah,
you were there.
It all happened in Malabo after we had beaten Equatorial Guinea 1-0. And on the Monday morning, they said you have to leave the camp. When we went to the airport, well, it's something that how many years now? 8 years. He was not the only one. There were many of them. Yeah. No, there was where the team hotel was. The hotel where the team was. A few meters from where the team was. That's where there was nightclub. Yeah, and that's where everybody, most of the people.
When you say everybody, what?
Yeah, there were many of them. No, the others offered an apology. You understand, because the team would meet for breakfast. And there was maybe about, I can even say that there was a $10.
I hope my wife is not listening. Kufumalanga yako na 404 kumona kwa tifile breakfast tu wa imo nangaliwe 3 for the morning. But the good point, as the chairman has been explaining, is that at the end of it all, the boy he's a young man now doing his badges, has come out in the open and said, beer disturbed my career. And this is what we always emphasize, even on this particular show, that a talent without character and discipline, you cannot succeed. So Patson and Computer Mwepu, these are the ball analysts or proponents, Abaiche, and we believe that they're going to go very far.
Okay, let me get to read a few more messages, gentlemen, before we do picking it up with Lucy here. Noble Mayembe says, hi, Lorenzo on the panel, watching from Doha, Qatar. Good to see Mr. Muzo and Mapalo.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Noble, very consistent fan we do have in Doha, Qatar there.
And I think in Qatar they like doing this. So.
Yeah.
It's a Muslim
we are
country.
grateful.
Absolutely. The Lazarus Capendo says, good afternoon, enjoying and welcome. Sunday there.
Thank you.
Dodo Zilenga says, enjoying the show, but please don't relax. COVID-19 is still active. We still need everyone of you to continue to be on Backpage. Blessed, be blessed. And then Emmanuel Yumbo says, we are following you, Kuno, Umusanza, Livingston, Ramuzo, Nelson the Barberman is saying hi. Do you know him? Can you remember? When you were still based in Livingston?
Yeah, when I was still based in Livingston. So nganaya futi kumona menshi, because now for menshi afula sana. Be local tourists, my Tambako, menshi ku Victoria Falls. In case Nelson. In case ukabombele po.
All right,
the Victoria Falls is full now.
Absolutely,
yeah, it's pretty full. So please, as you're watching, please log on to YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel Lorenzo Entertainment TV. All right, then Kelvin Mwaba Mkua says watching from Kasama.
Wow,
thank you very much, Kelvin Mwaba. Kenny Masapi says, welcome, but chairman, even if you are late. Well, he was attending to other matters of film interest.
Thank you.
Our Harrison Ford of Zambian filming. If you need mentorship in filming, we have chair here. All right, then Emily, watching from Mafken Afternoon Family. Thank you, Emily Nalwembe. All right, Muelwa Chilufia, watching from Dola. Richard Chibanga says, hi, Backpage team. I often listen to you via my phone. Wow. Today, I thought of watching you live on FB. Wow. Enjoying the show from Glasgow, Scotland.
Oh, wow.
All right. Wow. Thank you very much, Richard in Glasgow,
and keep safe.
Scotland. Yeah, keep safe, please. I know it's becoming summer there now.
Precisely. Right? Black Lives Matter and issues like that. So keep safe.
Exactly. If anything, it's Dr. Richard Chivanga in Glasgow.
Wow.
All right.
Dr.
Thank you very much.
Chivanga in Glasgow.
For
Zambian doctor there.
Absolutely.
Please keep listening. Scotland. Chalo chakwa Ferguson. Ngawatu Scotland. Waibukisho. Greatest British manager. Sir Alexander Chapman Ferguson. The greatest British manager. Undisputed.
All right, then Wilson.
The head of the great Bill Shankly.
All right,
he won 3 European titles in a row. So
Wilson, but this is about Liverpool, Mapala. Wilson Gondo says if Liverpool wins the league this season, then you need has hope that one day they'll win an election.
Wow.
But again, he also needs to be reminded. If somebody told, I was telling somebody, a Liverpool fan, that it took you 30 years to win the. It would take you 30 years to win the English title. Then he came back to me and says, "Look, it also took Zambia 48 years to win the Africa Cup of Nations."
Yes.
When we win, this season, I will be unbearable. I will be unbearable.
It's not a question of if we win.
When we win,
Yeah.
I will be
There's a
unbearable.
chance of Mayusi coming back.
Anyway, sorry. Agaho has replied and he says he used to be an AC Milan fan until 2010.
Okay.
Yes, that is when he switched to
Long
Manchester
time.
City.
10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, pretty interesting. Thank you, Agaho.
Zambia.
Text message you.
Okay, all right. So Titus, that's Titus
Jerry,
Musondo
where are
Kwape.
you?
You're in trouble. Titus says, Wamuzo, what is your take on the Pogba Bruno partnership? Would it work? Let me finish the text message and then you come in.
Yeah.
And then Kenny Masapi says, watching you every Saturday in Addis Ababa Drive, Living Concept Shop.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Kennedy Masapi. Langson Zulu, listening in from Arusha, Tanzania.
Oh, wow.
Thank you very much, Langson Zulu there.
Habari mzee.
Yeah, Habari mzee.
Salam alenko.
Ujambo.
Jambo yenu.
And then Chris Mofia says, good afternoon, panel. Waiting for Barcelona tonight. Always follow you since the time I was in the village.
Wow.
Umporokoso. Finally, I'm able to see you live. Barca fan, big time.
So
Wow.
why some down wala wamo na very good. Excellent.
Umporokoso.
Yeah.
All right, then Emmanuel Sinyangwe says, afternoon, watching you live from St. Francis Hospital in Katete, Zambia.
Wow. St. Francis, Pakafina Road.
Yeah, very true. Yeah. Then Jonathan Peary Jr. says, hello, Mamuza and company. Great program from Livingston.
Wow.
Thank you very much for coming through.
Tolomagapati.
And then Joe Titus, live in Lusaka. You're watching us. We're truly grateful. Conrad Musonda says, Mwafuala Mwafuala what? Yeah.
Belenga.
Mwafuala.
Ndachi Spanish ngawa belenga.
Mwafaronga.
Mwafuala ngabana Congo bamuzo. Oh, Mwafuala.
Ati Abaramunga Congolais.
Yeah.
In short.
Ngabana Congo, Bachilubu, Bamuzo, Msonda.
Tuli bantu bamu. All right, then Frederick says, I have been listening since you started. I'm happy for my message to go through.
Wow.
All right, great. Thank you very much, Frederick. Mutale says, Bamuzo, you have made my day with the Congo accent. Then Langson Zulu says, Sijambo, asanteni sana, nawapenda.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Respond in Swahili.
Mungu abariki.
Mungu abariki.
Asante sana.
Asanteni
Asanteni
sana.
sana.
Mungu abariki.
Wow, great. Thank you very much, Mitru. All right, so gentlemen, let me just quickly run through fixtures in the Spanish La Liga. I mean, it's a travesty not to read through the fixtures for La Liga. The fact that it's back.
It started.
Yes, it's a travesty.
It started.
Yes, it's
Yeah, it started. Betis were beaten 2 goals to nil by Sevilla. Oh yeah.
He's trying to downplay
It started. Lorenzo Wabonse.
Okay, so today, gentlemen, Espanyol takes on Deportivo Alaves at 14 in just a few minutes' time. Then Celta de Vigo will be around to Villarreal at the Abanca Balaidos. Then Leganes play Real Valladolid. This is at 19:30 Central African time. And then at the Iberosta Estadi, Mallorca play the Giants, Barcelona, the Behemoths at 22 hours Central African time. Sunday sees Athletic Bilbao at home to Atletico de Madrid at the San Mamés Barria. Then Eibar will be away to Real Madrid at the Estadio Alfredo Di Stefano. Kickoff time is 19:30. Then in San Sebastian, Real Sociedad play Osasuna at 22 hours. Monday Night Football says Levante play Sevilla. Then Granada away to Real Betis at the Estadio Benito Villamarin. So that's La Liga back in action. Lucy, you can't wait to see Madrid win tomorrow. Forget about the losses that Muzo talked about, I suppose. Peak of the week, look out for the weekend. Let's start with Lucy, and then we'll wrap it up with Fundisi. And also, he'll talk about the Bruno Fernandes-Pogba partnership that the other listener wanted to find out. Pick of the week, look out for the weekend.
Pick of the week, I'm glad that we had the CEO from Power Dynamos who spoke about one or two issues. You know, Power Dynamos is not only a club, but it's a good investor
and it's a brand
on its own, and it's a brand.
Absolutely.
Yes, so I'm happy we managed to communicate with him, and he spoke one or two things that really made sense. Yeah. And what I'm looking forward to the coming week, of course, EPL is on Wednesday. I can't wait, and bring it on.
Yeah, we're game.
Yes.
Ready to rumble. Chair, pick of the weekend, look out for the weekend.
Yeah, mine is, when the pick of the week is Nkana fans, and the executive mending fences.
Yes.
They're coming together. You remember there was some acrimonious, between the two parties. Yeah, the fans wanted the executive to be able to go, but now it appears that they are on a path of reconciliation. I want to believe that that's great. Looking forward, is the EPL beginning? I think we all waited for it, and I tell you, when it begins, all systems are going.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we could, give it. I'm looking much more forward to Liverpool wrapping it. They've done all the work in the last 2 years. Honestly, it's not to switch-coat him more. Yeah, but the truth of the matter is, for the last 2 years, Liverpool has been consistent. Look at them in the Champions League, even in the EPL. They went as far as, 100 points against Manchester City, but they couldn't be able to wrap it. So this is their moment.
Absolutely. All right, Mapalo, pick of the week, look out for the weekend.
Sorry to all sports fans and all football fans especially. But okay, before I go to what I'm looking forward to, my pick of the week, of course, is seeing football back. I was able to watch Juventus versus AC Milan, and I was able to watch the Seville derby between Sevilla and Betis. Enjoyed myself. I like the initiative La Liga has put, where it sounds as though there are a few fans in there, and it sounds good. But what I'm looking forward to the most is Tuesday, 16th of June is my birthday.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
And today is the 13th, 3
Yes.
days from now.
Yes. So
Wow.
I'll be looking forward to that, and looking forward to Arsenal
birthday in
beating
advance.
Man City. Thank you
Awesome.
very much.
Yeah.
All right, Fundisi, pick of the week and look out for the weekend.
It has to be Patson Daka,
Mhm,
becoming the first Zambian to score 22 goals
Mhm.
in a major European league in one season. It's not an easy feat.
Mhm.
There have been greater players, probably, before him,
Mhm.
who played in Europe and probably never managed those feats.
Uh-huh.
And the boys are doing this country proud by being good ambassadors on the pitch. They also did the kneeling, in honor of George Floyd and blacks, Black Lives Matter.
Uh-huh.
And obviously, look out, will be the return of the EPL. And you spoke about Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba playing in the same, side. It's a conundrum that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to sort out, because I think they've got similar qualities. So one of those two players has to sacrifice himself a little bit. And that becomes a big headache, because both of them love to play further upfield. And
Those attacking
defensively,
midfielders.
absolutely, defensively, they are not very gifted. So if you want to play the two of them, you need to find the balance. Bring in somebody, maybe a Scott McTominay or a Fred, meaning that you need to tinker with the tactics a little bit. But we're all looking forward to it, and grateful, being back here after some time. And we're looking forward even to the Zambian League restarting, hopefully very soon.
Next month.
And a lot of harmony also is what we need in our football, because at the end of the day, there are bigger things than football.
Absolutely. All right, excellent. That is all we had on the program. We're truly grateful. Let me just try to scathe through a few text messages remaining here. Mukekuna Samungole says, this is Muke, Josh, watching you guys from Jola Tuapia, my first time texting on this live program. He says, Mamuzo, he wants your kasote. All right, so that's Mukekuna.
More from Ghana.
From Ghana. Okay, all right. Thank you very much, everyone that did send the text messages and call. We're truly grateful for your contribution. You have to catch us next Saturday at the same time. It's mejores amigos para siempre. At this juncture, the lady and the gentleman, I have to shout and say,
Lights out.
Oh, yeah.